there, Salina and Baby Bean here, and this is going to be his 6-month update. You can see this little chunky monkey over here in the corner is 6-month-old. So yeah, let's get into his updates. He is and I know I usually do like exact how many pounds and ounces, but I really didn't feel like doing it this time. So he is 18.13 pounds. He really didn't gain anything from last month. Last month when I weighed him myself, he was 18 pounds, I want to say 12 ounces. His height is 26.5 inches. So he grew a little bit. He's still wearing, and I have my list. But he's still wearing 6 to 9 month clothes. This current onesie is a, what is it? It's a 9-month onesie. And as you can see, he can support his weight on his legs for a very long time, for a lot longer now, but his balance is absolutely horrible. So it's not like he's going to be standing anytime soon or walking anytime soon. He's only 6 months. He absolutely positively loves standing now. And I remember when he was like around 2 months old and we would sit him up and he used to love sitting up. Now he hates sitting up. He can sit by himself. But he doesn't like it because if he tries to reach for something or if he turns the wrong way, he falls over. And because he's really active and all over the place, sitting up does absolutely nothing for him. So he absolutely hates it. And so he doesn't sit up. If he does sit up, it's because I'm making him sit up and I'm like pushing him to balance on his own. And that's really the only reason why he will sit up. He is army crawling now. He's not like full on like on hands and knees crawling, but he is like army crawling across the floor. But he doesn't like to go long distances. Like the kitchen is like right there, and sometimes I'm in the kitchen and he doesn't like to crawl all the way over there to the kitchen to get to me if he wants me, but he will if he has to, if I make him. But he will cry, or not necessarily cry, he'll fuss the whole way there. But I do like to let him come to me, so he learns to come to me and not just lay there and cry, because he'll try to do that too. And then also it helps with his motor skills. So whether he wants to do it or not, since he is somewhat mobile now, I like to encourage him to crawl if he wants me and I'm in the middle of doing something. And if he's full on crying and screaming, I'm gonna pick him up. But otherwise, he can crawl to me. He can, or he's working on getting up on his hands and knees. He can get up on his knees and like push off on his knees and his legs and stuff, but he can't necessarily be up on, he can be up on his hands, but not a lot. He's trying to get my list. Thank you. He can be up on his knees, but if I put him down on his hands and knees, he can stay on for a few seconds, but he has trouble getting up on his hands and knees himself. But trust me, he's working on it. Flipping, he likes flipping. He'll come to me and he'll like get in my lap, and then he'll put his head down, and then I'll just flip him over to the side, and he really, really, really loves doing that. Eating, he's still breastfed. He still eats pretty much every 2 hours. Unless we are out and about, then he can go about 3 hours without eating, and at night he eats every 3 to 4 hours. He is eating solids. We're doing baby-led weaning. I started him at 5.5 months because he was showing all the signs of readiness. So honestly, I just went on ahead and started him because he was ready. I will put a list of all the foods that he has tried so far right here because I don't want to forget anything. He likes everything except for avocados and applesauce, but I did get him to eat avocados. I made a quesadilla, and the only thing that was in it was avocado and cheese, and he loved the mess out of that. So currently that is the only way he will eat avocados. But I think the reason why he doesn't like avocados is because of the texture. That he absolutely loves water. He loves it. This is a new cup that we got for him. It is a Munchkin cup, and it teaches them how to drink out of a regular cup, and it's spill proof. And pretty much all it is that they press their mouth on the inside part and it lifts up and water comes out. This part lifts up and water comes out of there. And so I really like it. He likes it. It's his favorite cup. We haven't even used a sippy cup since we got this. He's doing really well with baby led weaning, bringing the food to his mouth. He is starting to swallow more of his food, though the vast majority of it he still just spits out. He is eating more of it. He only eats 1 time a day. If I try to feed him more than that, he won't eat it. So if I feed him, or most of the time if I try to feed him more than that, he won't eat it. So right now he's really only eating dinner, and we do try to give him dinner every single day. Unless he's too tired for it, then we don't do it. And I cannot eat around him, so since he only eats once a day, I don't eat breakfast and lunch around him because he feels entitled to my food, or he thinks that, you know, since he's eating now too, he can eat with me. And so I don't eat around him, and even if he's not going to eat the food, if I try to give it to him, he's still going to try to get the food. So I don't eat around him. And if I don't want to share, I don't eat around him. Poop. For some people this may be TMI, but since he started solids, his poop has gotten thicker, but it's actually not harder for him to poop. If anything, it's a lot easier, and he's been pooping more since we started him on solids, and that's awesome. Because I think before we started him on solids, he was actually having a hard time pooping. But since we've started him on it, he's actually been pooping a lot easier now. If you can't tell, he's a very determined little boy. As much as I keep moving this thing around, he keeps going for it. Sleeping. He is sleeping in the playpen now. I decided to move him in the playpen because at night he was searching for me and rolling over into my area. And because of that, I decided to move him into the playpen because I figured I didn't want him to get used to sleeping up under me, which is what he was trying to do. So I just, I went on ahead and moved him into the playpen, and it's sitting right next to the bed, so he's still like right there. He sleeps in it fine. His naps go fine, but at night, in the beginning of the night, he wakes up several times in the beginning of the night. I want to say like every 30 minutes, and then after about 12 o'clock, he wakes up every 3 to 4 hours. He's not sleeping through the night yet. Not exactly sure what to do to get him to sleep through the night, but, we'll see. He has recently started falling asleep on my chest, and I love it. And the thing is, it's like when he was a newborn, when he was a newborn, and for the first 5 months of his life, he absolutely hated trying to sleep on my chest, but he would always sleep on my mom's chest, and of course, I was jealous. But now he started falling asleep on my chest, and I absolutely love it. He watches more TV now. His favorite show still being Home, and he will now sit for about 40 minutes and watch the first 40 minutes of Home. And if I have another show on, he will sit and watch that. So because of that, we've actually stopped watching as much TV. Like, I usually just have it on in the background just for noise, but now he's actually starting to watch it, so I'm starting not to have the TV on. Oh, and also, he wakes up in the middle of the night for about an hour, and it kills me every single night. I had him on a schedule at one point in time, and I was going to do a video about that, and it was like a flexible schedule. He's tired. It was like a really flexible schedule, so it wasn't anything like 100% set in time. It had to be at that time. But since he started waking up in the middle of the night, we are all over the place, and we really aren't on much of a schedule anymore, which sucks. As soon as I get him to stop waking up in the middle of the night, we'll get back on schedule. And what it is that we're waking up later in the day because he's waking up in the middle of the night, and I'm too tired to actually get up at 7, so we end up waking up at 9. He is working on pulling himself up on things, and that's killing me because he's doing it in the playpen, trying to pull himself up, and he's trying different methods to do it, and that means that either I'm gonna have to lower it or I'm gonna have to put him in his crib, and we will see. Like, he needs to slow down. He doesn't have the arm strength to do it, but because he's very, very determined, he will try for 30 minutes to pull himself up, and I'll just sit there watching him do it, because he's going to keep doing it. As long as he's in the playpen, he's going to keep trying to pull himself up so that he can see me. Teething is pretty much the same as last month. He's chewing on the side, but his doctor said that he doesn't think that he's getting teeth on the side. He thinks that he's getting teeth in the front. He just prefers to chew on the sides, and he doesn't have any teeth coming through yet, so says bye-bye. And the reason how he started saying that is at the beginning of 5 months, my mom would just, and it was so annoying, she would just say ma 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 over and over again for about 10 to 30 minutes. Ridiculously annoying. But he started saying bye 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 bye, and then when she stopped saying mama, he stopped saying bye-bye. And so recently, like a few days ago, she started doing it again, and he started doing it again. So that's awesome. And he's saying ba because he's trying to say ma. Now we'll insert a little clip. This clip was actually done last night when somebody should have been asleep, but he was up, so it's going to be completely dark. But I'm saying ma ma ma, and then he'll say ba ba ba, and it's really cute. Mama. Mama. He got his shots yesterday, his 6-month shots, and he also got a flu shot. He did really good, but she got 4 shots and 1 oral vaccination, and he did really good in my opinion with the shots. He was kind of miserable and fussy yesterday, like not directly after, but more like last night was when he was really fussy, and directly after he got the shots, he was really, really, really clingy towards me, and he fought me trying to get into the car seat in the car. And that was absolutely no fun. There's a book that we read at night, and he is turning the pages of that book. In my last vlog, I actually have a clip of him doing that, and it's really awesome. It's really cute that he's turning the pages now. Oh yeah, I think he's still a people person. Something that I was worried about was, since like in the very beginning, he loved people when he was a newborn and all that stuff, but we had a lot of appointments and stuff, so he was getting out there and seeing people, and I was worried that once those appointments stopped that he would stop being a people person. But he still pretty much loves people, though now he does act shy, and it's really cute. He'll bury his head in my shoulder whenever we come around a new person, and whenever he's like smiling or whatever. But he is more attached to me. Even when it comes to my mom, he would still prefer me over her. And when he gets excited, he does this really cute thing where he's like this, and he like kicks his feet and moves all over everywhere, and it's so cute when he's excited. And there's different things that get him excited. So a little about me. This past week, and just for 1 week, me and my mom have eaten like vegetarian only foods, and I have lost a few pounds from that. I want to say I started at about 157. My weight was around 157, 159. This morning when I stepped on the scale, it was 154, and that is awesome. On my I have created a new channel, and on my other channel I will, which is about vegetarian and vegan stuff, I will be talking about this past week and going vegetarian. So if you're interested in that, you can go over to that channel and subscribe. Even though I haven't really lost that much weight, I think like maybe inch-wise, maybe I've lost a few inches. The current pants that I have on, we bought back in December, and they're sweatpants, but they're not very stretchy around the waist. So when we first got them, I couldn't even pull them up past my thighs. So now I can pull the pants all the way up. It's a struggle, but I can do it, and that's awesome. He's still sitting here trying to get my papers. That's why I absolutely love this boy, because this is what I have to deal with all day long. Isn't it fun? I think the postpartum shedding that has calmed down a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys something. This right here is all gone, and then the same thing on this side. This area right here is gone, and this chick ain't too happy about that, but it's already starting to grow back, so it's not that big of a deal. But my edges is gone and I've never had issues with edges. So new video every Wednesday and every Sunday, and until next time, deuces.